I have done 7 Hallmark movies. 7 over the past years, and they completely changed how I approach voiceover auditions. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, Jesse's lost his mind talking about Hallmark, hear me out, because what I learned on those sets has helped me book way more voiceover jobs, and I'm about to share it all with you. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Jesse Carroll. I'm a professional voice actor and coach, and I've done over 2,000 commercials and made over $1 million in voiceover in the past 7 years. I'm also the narrator for Backroad Truckers on Hulu and History Channel, and I am dedicated to helping you book more voiceover jobs and achieve your voiceover dreams. And if this kind of real behind-the-scenes content about improving your VO skills is helpful to you, do me a favor. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. Now, here's the thing. I went into those Hallmark movies thinking they'd be a joke. Cheesy dialogue, predictable plots, actors just phoning it in for a paycheck. But what I discovered is that these movies taught me more about the fundamentals of performance than years of voiceover coaching. And here's the crazy part. Every single lesson I learned on those sets directly applies to booking more voiceover jobs. So today only, I'm gonna break down the 4 biggest lessons that Hallmark taught me about voiceover, including the moment a director told me to stop acting and start schmacting, and how that one piece of direction changed everything about how I approach voiceover auditions. Lesson number 1, authenticity in the cheese. Here's your first lesson. You have to make ridiculous dialogue sound believable. I'm sure you've seen it. In Hallmark movies, you're constantly saying lines like, "I believe in Christmas magic. This small town has taught me what really matters." And you have to say it with a straight face, which is really hard to do. You have to make the audience believe that you actually believe it, that you actually believe in Christmas magic. I have had to say that line. Sound familiar? In voiceover, you're constantly asked to make corporate jargon sound conversational. You're reading scripts about synergistic solutions and best-in-class customer experiences, and you have to make it sound like you actually talk that way. Maybe you do. I don't. The skill is the same. Taking dialogue that no human being would ever naturally say and making it sound like it's coming from your heart. That's what Hallmark actors do all the time and are so good at it. On set, I watched actors who could take the cheesiest line and somehow make it feel genuine. Not by making fun of it like me, not by winking at the camera, but by fully committing to the emotion behind it. That's exactly what you need to do in voiceover. If you're reading copy for a plumbing company, you can't approach it like, "This is stupid corporate copy. Jeez." You have to find a way to genuinely care about helping people fix their pipes. That's not an insinuation of any kind. Actually helping people fix their pipes. That sounds like a porno. Why is it? Never mind. I digress. Lesson number 2. Numero 2. The schmacting story. This is a story that brings me to the moment that changed everything for me. I'm doing the scene where my character just saw his ex-girlfriend with the new guy at the town fair. In my head, I'm thinking, okay, this guy should be devastated, maybe a little bitter, right? I mean, this dude just stole his girlfriend from him like the day before. I do the take with some real emotion, actual acting. The director stops me and goes, "Jesse, whoa, come here for a second. What you're doing is great acting. Awesome. Those people over there behind Video Village, they don't want that. They want schmacting." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Just look happier." I'm like, wait, hold up. I'm supposed to be happy that I'm seeing the guy who stole my girlfriend in the last scene with my girl together at the town fair, having a good time? And he goes, "Yes, because you're happy for them." And I'm like, oh, okay. Am I though? And that's when it hit me. This is exactly what happens in voiceover auditions all the time. You think the script is asking for one thing, but the client wants something completely different. How many times have you done an audition where you thought, this should be serious and authoritative, but they actually wanted friendly neighbor who's excited about their drain cleaner? I don't know why I'm going back to the pipes. The skill isn't in being the best actor. It's in being able to pivot instantly when someone says, "We want schmacting, not acting." It's about serving the client's vision, not just your artistic interpretation. That is valid, but you got to understand where the client's coming from too, and deliver it with conviction. In Hallmark movies, happy endings aren't earned through complex character development. They're delivered through pure, uncomplicated emotion. Same thing in voiceover. Sometimes the client doesn't want your brilliant interpretation of their copy. Maybe make it take 2. They want you to be just genuinely excited about the product, even if it makes no logical sense at all. And you're just super happy about pipes. And again, about the pipes. And you know what? Once I embraced the schmacting, I started booking way more jobs because I stopped trying to be clever and started giving clients what they wanted with my personality into it. It's very important to put your personality into it. Otherwise, you're just saying the words. Lesson number 3, consistency under pressure. Hallmark shoots fast, really fast. We're talking multiple scenes a day, quick turnarounds, and you better nail it in the first few takes because they're moving on. There's no time for actors who need 20 takes to find their character. Nuh-uh. You got a one shot it. This is exactly like the voiceover audition process. You get one shot, maybe 2 if you've done a couple takes. That's it. And the casting director probably isn't even gonna listen to the second take. That's it. You get 1, maybe 2. On set, I watched actors who consistently worked. They weren't necessarily the most talented, but they were the most reliable. They could deliver a consistent performance take after take after take, even when they're tired, even when they're sick, even when the dialogue was terrible, even when the director gave them weird notes, like take the line and shove it down into your pants. I've heard that. I don't know what it means. That's the skill that translates directly to voiceover success. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistently good under pressure. Look, when you're doing 50 to 60 auditions a day like I do, you don't have time to overthink every single one. You need to be able to look at a script, make a quick decision on how to approach it, and deliver a solid read in 3-4 minutes max. The actors who succeed in Hallmark movies are the ones who can show up, do the work, move on. Same thing in voiceover. Lesson number 4, finding truth in formula. Every Hallmark movie follows the exact same formula. We all know this, but somehow each one still somehow feels different. City person goes to small town, meets local love interest, has conflict, realizes what really matters, gets the guy girl, Christmas magic saves the day, the end. Literally every plot. But here's the thing, even though every movie is basically the same, the actors find their ways to make their characters feel unique and authentic within that formula. This is exactly what you need to do with voiceover scripts. Every commercial script is basically the same. Problem, solution, call to action. That's it. Every explainer video follows the same structure. Every e-learning module, basically the same beats. But your job isn't to reinvent the formula. It's to bring your unique personality to it. The Hallmark actors who work the most aren't the ones trying to subvert the genre. They're the ones trying to embrace the formula and find truth within it. And I know this because I tried to subvert the genre and I don't work in it anymore. Hallmark, please hire me back. Just kidding, not kidding. Same thing in voiceover. The clients aren't hiring you to revolutionize their industry. They're hiring you to take their tried and true message and make it feel fresh and authentic. Stop fighting the formula. Work within it. Find your truth inside their structure. That doesn't mean don't bring your personality into it. You can, but follow the structure. So, how do you apply all this to your VO auditions? First, commit fully to whatever the emotion the script is asking for, even if it seems ridiculous. If they want you to be excited about insurance, be excited about insurance. Be ready to pivot instantly. If your first instinct is serious and professional, also be prepared to do it friendly and approachable without missing a beat. I like to give 2 takes if it's unclear. One way, one a completely different way, depending on the script. So I can show them range and show them that I can do a wide variety. I can go any direction they want. That's what books jobs. But also within the structure of the script. Don't go rogue. Follow what they're looking for, but play the music within. Third, focus on consistency over perfection. It's better to deliver 50 solid auditions than 10 perfect ones. And fourth, embrace the formula. Don't try to reinvent commercial copy. Just bring your authentic self to their proven structure. Look, I never thought I'd be getting voiceover advice from Hallmark Christmas movies, but here we are. Sometimes the best lessons come from the most unexpected places. If you're struggling with your auditions, if you feel like you're overthinking everything, if you're trying too hard to be perfect instead of just being real, remember the schmacting lesson. Sometimes what the client wants isn't what you think they should want, and that's okay. Give them what they're asking for, not what you think they need, but bring your personality into it. Otherwise, you're going to sound like an AI. And if you want to learn more about bringing authenticity and personality to your voiceover reads, if you want to be part of a community that gets it, check out VoiceOver School. It's in the links below. We're all about helping you find your real voice and use it to book more jobs. Links in the description. And remember, sometimes the cheesiest advice is the most valuable. Don't quit. Keep schmacting. I am giving advice on how to schmacting.